Hi, my name's Justin Shanty from the JDR J-Star KTM team, mechanic for the number 105 Matt Moss. This is the Transworld Motocross how-to presented by Lucas Oil. Today we're going to show you how to change brake pads on a KTM. First you want to start by removing the R-clips that hold your brake pin in. You can simply do that by taking a pair of needle nose pliers and just pulling the clips off. Pretty simple. Alright, once you get those off, set those aside. We're going to reuse these. Then you want to just simply push the caliper and get the pressure off of the piston to allow the brakes to be free so they'll come out easy. Then you're going to take the brake pin and you're going to push it out the back. These come out the back on the KTM. And then just hold your pads so they don't fall out. And then just remove the pin. If you see a lot of wear and there's a lot of grooves in the pin, you might think about replacing the pin with the pads. They tend to wear down pretty quick. You might get two brake changes out of one pin or something. So just keep an eye on that. All right, and then the pads are now ready to come out. Got one in the back and one in the front. On the KTM, if you use the stock pads, the right side pad comes with a heat insulator. So you want to make sure you keep an eye on which one is which. So after you get the pads out, you just kind of look at them. Obviously you can see from the back how worn they are. You don't want to let them wear down too much. I on Matt's bike, like to keep pads replaced pretty often. He rides the brakes a good bit. So fresh pads is good stopping power. So we're gonna replace these. These are pretty bad, pretty glazed over. So set those aside. I've got my new KTM pads here, real fresh. Again, the insulator goes to the right, so it's on the outside for you. We're just gonna install these. I start with the rear, and make sure you watch. There's like a little channel that this rides in, so you kind of want to lift up and let it just fall right in there. It'll feel right, and then line it up with the hole. If you like, you can start by putting the pin in and hold that one. It's up to you. And of course, the insulator one goes in. It goes in the same way. You can kind of look under here, make sure it's in the groove. If it lines up, you're pretty well off. So. Then just slide your pin through, and then you're going to take the R-clips. There's not really a direction these go on. We like to keep them facing over the top of the caliper so they don't hang out, and catch anything. So I'll go ahead and put this one on. Snap it down. It just goes in the middle of the clip here. There's like a hump, and that's where it sits, is right there in the middle. So put this one on, and then you can pump your brakes back up, and then you've just changed your pads. But I also like to take some safety wire and wire tie the clips here just as a precaution so they don't come off. They're pretty tight in there, but probably make you feel better if you wire tie them. I'll show you how to do that. Just take some wire tie pliers. You can get them from any bike shop, and I use a 0.25 wire tie. So just a little piece. Stretch it out here. All you want to do really is just go around the bottom of the clip where it opens. Kind of pull it together. Lock the pliers in and just tighten it down. It's not really necessary to come all the way up here with it, but you can if you'd like. After that, I just take some flush cuts here because it's kind of tight. Just cut it off at the end of the spirals, and then I just bend it back out of the way so it doesn't catch on anything. And then now it can't come off until you cut the tie back off. So also I do the same thing to the other one. It's a little bit more tricky to get inside there because the caliper kind of blocks it. So I start off by bending it first, making a little loop, kind of tiny, and then reach in there. A little tricky. Make sure you get it underneath the clip. And pull it up through the top. And you can kind of tie it from the top here or twist it. And you don't have to get it too tight, but you don't want it flopping around either. So just kind of keep an eye on it. Twist a little bit, that should be fine there. Again, I get my flush cuts here. Cut it pretty short next to the pad. Then if you can, just bend it out of the way a bit so it doesn't ride on your brake pad there, like so. And then both of your R-clips are now secure and they won't be flopping around or come out if a big clod of dirt or rock hits it. So there you have it. That's how you change brakes on a KTM. This has been a Transworld Motocross how-to presented by Lucas Oil.